So the thing I'm going to talk about today is, one of my worries when it comes to these issues. And I know this is, it's a difficult one in the sense that because of our state of mind when it comes to now not knowing what is truth and what's not, it's difficult to, you've got to keep an open mind, but the problem is you also got to make sure your brain doesn't fall out. And that's what I've been seeing a lot of when I've been watching on YouTube. When I've been on Flat Earth Dude or the PPC or Poncho's new channel, The Son of Man, and even Merle was talking a little bit about it yesterday on his Merle Beauregard. Keeping it real, as it were. That's a terrible phrase to be using, but because there's a lot of things out there that people are questioning, and my worry is about the facts behind it, and whether are we making claims that we can't provide proofs of, in the sense that when people talk about medicines make you ill. Now I've seen lots of different things on YouTube about that, and it's changed my mind. It's made me think about it a lot more, and I know there is a lot of evidence or proofs of certain instances where that has definitely been the case. But is all medicine that way? Are all doctors out to kill us? Are all pharmaceutical companies just worrying about money? And I know I've made those claims as well. But the fact is, if I was actually called to question, would I be able to give that evidence, that proof, that here it is? Yeah, I can cite some newspaper articles, but is that enough? Are we making the same mistakes that we claim other people are making when they will not have the proofs? I think I sort of touched on it in the last podcast, but we've got to make sure that we aren't falling short of the same things that we're accusing other people of. That's what I'm trying to say. Because then we haven't learned. And it's I want to know the truth. Now the problem is it may be multifaceted. It may be, it's not black and white. It's shades of grey, as it were. In the sense that there may be, like I've read articles about cancer, that I've read out on the podcast here, and there are parts of it where you can see that this isn't working. This isn't as great as they're selling it. Is it because they don't care? They just want to make their money? Is it because they want to? It's the best that man can do. I don't believe that's the case. But then, is it all medicine? Just because that one instance, does that mean that all medicine is out to kill us? The problem is, I see the logic to what people are saying, that that medicine's going through the bloodstream. That's not how our body works, and all that kind of thing. But do we actually have? Has anyone actually done any tests to prove that it is a danger? Because my worry, especially with the medicine side of things, is that if people are being wrongly told, I don't know, I'm not saying it is, either way, it's an individual choice to make. I know that I would now, if I got cancer, I would definitely think twice, whereas I didn't before. And now, whenever I go to a hospital, now that's why Flat Earth and these types of things are very useful. Because they give you the power to question, and they make you understand that this is your life, and why should you be fearful of asking difficult questions? And now, whenever I go to a hospital appointment, I will ask these questions, and it's amazing how lack of information these consultants will have. I asked a consultant about the gadolinium, to do with the MRI scan, where they use a contrast dye, and Chuck Norris's wife recently had brain problems. I don't know the exact story, but I know there was an instance, and that's why now the FDA have put a warning out, and I think even the NHS have removed 2 of them that have gadolinium in them. So it's funny how when it's a celebrity it gets noticed, but there's lots of other people. It was on the news actually about a month ago. But of course, if you'd gone before and you'd asked them, "Oh, is it safe?" They would say, "Yeah, it's safe, it's safe." Now, well, now they don't. When I asked, they didn't even know about it. Even though this is a consultant, that's oh, that's another department. Well, how are you consulting on this if you don't even know the information? So yeah, I when I go through these things now, I'm starting to think, well, wait a minute, actually maybe people have got a point, and like I'm saying that if I had cancer, then yeah, I'd be thinking, in the past I would have just said, yeah, I need chemotherapy, I need radiotherapy, kill it quickly. But now when I'm seeing the data, and they probably don't give this to you, how the success rate is very low, with the fact that the process is killing cells, it doesn't know which ones are the bad ones. I mean, that does seem like that's a bit like if you think you had 2 armies. You had, your army and some other, a bad army, as it were, and you just dropped a bomb on the whole lot to get rid of the bad ones, but you get rid of all the good ones as well. Who's going to fight for you? But my worry is, we would ask, the cancer people, we need proof, we need evidence, to show us that this, the truth of these matters. So I think the same as we need to. The problem is most of us are on YouTube and we just speak. Yes, maybe we're communicating truths, but also maybe we can't be accusing people of, wait a minute, you're making a claim, so back that claim up. But when we're making claims, we don't have that proof, because I can't prove. I could say, yeah, I don't think this is right, this, that, and the other, because I've read these things. Well, wait a minute, is that enough? Isn't that where we got to this problem in the first place, by believing what we read, believing what we're told? The problem is it's impossible for us to find out everything. I don't know, it was worrying me when I've been hearing topics about, especially the medicine side of things. I mean, I suppose in my heart I want to believe that people want to save people and they don't want to kill people. But maybe I'm being idealistic in that approach. But the thing is, I suppose the thing is, how do we get the proofs? We don't have a lab, we don't have these ability to test these things and make sure that what we're saying is accurate or not. So that's why I think there is a little bit of a danger with making claims. But not just us, I mean everyone. Anyway, that's enough for me. I hope I made some sense. Take care, take it easy, God bless and peace.